These two YouTube channels have absolutely blown up, going from 0 to 200,000 plus subscribers in 5 months. So they're telling stories of historical figures and using the power of AI generated imagery to capture the attention of millions of viewers, myself included. These videos are actually insanely engaging. And seeing as I've accidentally become the how to recreate these videos guy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to recreate these videos for yourself. If you're not one of the people who asked me to create this video, then why should you actually learn this skill? Creating these videos has resulted in both channels making an insane amount of money. Stella Sagas is generating anywhere from 8,000 to 130,000 per month. AI Historian is doing anywhere from 4,000 to 66k per month. And as I am now monetized, I can tell you that these numbers on Social Blade are at the lower end of the revenue that you will actually get paid by Google. If you watch to the end of this video, I'm going to give you 2 additional methods in which you can monetize these channels. How are we going to do this? We're going to use ChatGPT to generate the script, AI image generators of Midjourney or Leonardo AI to generate the imagery, and we're going to generate a voiceover for the script using Dupdub. Finally, we're going to put it all together with a bit of magic in Capcut. So, without further ado, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and let's jump into the step-by-step tutorial. As always, there's a Google Doc in the description which you can follow along step-by-step. First step of the process is obviously generating the script, and I'm going to give you 2 options to generate the script. So option 1, in Dupdub, you can use the AI script writer, and I literally just type in, so history facts, for example, weird facts about Romans, and then this will actually spit it out. And then if you don't like whatever it puts out, you can literally just hit try again, and you can add cues like be witty, and it's literally as simple as that. Option 2 is a little bit controversial, but it probably guarantees you to get views. So you go and find a video that's actually performed well. For example, this one on Stella Sagas, which has obviously inspired this video. Go and copy the URL, and then you want to go over to Dupdub, and you want to go into transcription, and then you want to paste the video link in there, and this will actually transcribe the video and give you the script. And then this way you can copy the script. You just go copy text, and then you want to go over to ChatGPT, and then you literally just want to paste the script in here, and then you want to just say, can you reword this? So they'll change the script slightly so it's not literally just completely robbing them, but it takes the rough outline and the storyline. So whichever one you're more comfortable with doing, I'm just here showing you ideas and examples on ways you can generate script. Now we need to generate the B-roll and the imagery, and we're going to use Midjourney for this. Okay, so next we actually can use ChatGPT to write the prompts for us to generate the images in Midjourney. So all you do is literally just underneath the story that you've pasted, you just ask ChatGPT, can you write a list of prompts to generate images for this in Midjourney? And it will spit out literally a list of prompts that also goes along with the story narrative. So it's very, very handy. And then now you're ready to open Midjourney or Leonardo AI and start pasting your prompts in there. So to use Midjourney, you'd literally just do /imagine. And then I've literally just gone in straight away and pasted the prompt in. And as you can see, it spat out something quite good. So then the next one, I'm going to copy and paste this. And then I'm going to do this and repeat this for each one. This one, I tried the additional prompt of hyper realistic because I think Stella and AI Historian have got really realistic images, and I was really happy with this one. So I opened this one in browser, take a closer look, and as you can see, they turned out crazy good. And this is literally what's so good about these AI image generators. So I'm going to close off this one, and I like 2 and 4. So if you click U, U stands for upscale. So if you click U2 and U4, that will upscale those 2. And then now I'm going to show you a little hack. So all the images come out of the same theme. You open browser, you're going to copy this image link, and then you're going to go back into Midjourney. And before you ask a prompt, you basically paste this image link into Midjourney, and then you add your prompt in afterwards. This way, Midjourney will try and keep it to the same style of image and theme. So this is ultimate hack when you're obviously doing a storyline and you want all the images to be very similar. So now I'm literally just going to go through and copy and paste the next prompt in there, and as you can see, paste it at the end and click enter. And now you're going to see that all the images are going to be of a very similar style, which is exactly what you want for this style of image. And now I'm literally just going to go through, upscale these, and start getting the collection and go through the prompts of all my storylines. And I'm copy and paste each one as you go through, and make sure to add the hyper realistic. So now there's another key hack. You want to make sure that you zoom out, so then you can add the zoom in transitions. And it's so easy now, Midjourney. You can literally just click here, zoom out 1.5 or zoom out 2 times, and this makes the image larger, so you've got more of the canvas to play with when you're going into post edit. Now you literally just save all the images that you've opened in the browser into a folder, and you're done. That's your A-roll footage done. So now we've got the script, and we've used ChatGPT to to come up with the image prompts for Midjourney, and we've generated all the image prompts for the whole storyline of the script. It's time to generate the voiceover, and we're going to use Dupdub to generate the voiceover. So let me show you how. So you go into Dupdub, click new file, and then we're literally going to come over here and just paste in our script. And then my favorite person to use is if you just go and click on the face, you can change the character. I like this Albie Wood guy, and then I like him in chat mode, and I think it comes out with the best possible voice. And then you want to preview it to make sure obviously you like what it sounds like, and if it sounds good and you're happy with it.
Genghis Khan's daughters contributed to his dominance in the East. Genghis Khan's supremacy in the East owed much to his strategic employment of daughter diplomacy.
So while I'm here, I'm also going to show you a few other features that you can do within Dupdub. There's quite a lot. So you can change the tone, make it longer, make it shorter, or you can just simplify the language. So if you literally just click it, and it's going to completely change the script, and then you can literally just click enter and it will replace this selection. Or you can come in and change the tone, so you can make the script more casual, and this will automatically add certain punctuation and phrasing, etc. into it. But we're just going to keep the original script. So go back and press Command Z and it will undo this. And you want to go up to the top right and you want to click export and you want to save it. Then you're done. Additionally, they've just launched a new Play Store app, so if you've seen my video on how to create a talking animated character, you can now do this from your mobile device with their new application, so go check this out. Now back to the video. Right, so now, one of the most important things for these types of videos is the music, and I tried so hard multiple times trying to figure out what song they used, but instead I thought, right, let's not completely rip these guys of everything and all their ideas. Let's actually try and find a really good song. So I went searching through Google, and I thought, what sort of music from movies in the past I've really enjoyed and adds to like a dramatic slash adventure slash storyline. I was thinking, wow, Pirates of the Caribbean always has good soundtracks. So I looked for that, and obviously I couldn't use those for copyright reasons. So I searched for like a pirate slash adventure track, and I found an absolute banger for you guys. So it's linked in the Google Doc. Feel free to use this one, but make sure to credit them. So I'll show you where I found it. And if you don't want to use the same song, I'll show you exactly what to do with this type of music so you don't get copyright claims. So you go onto the YouTube channel, and usually they have a link for the free download. Just click on that, and then down here you literally just click on the download and it'll start downloading the track. But you want to make sure you do the attributions and you want to copy that. But I've dropped everything for that one song in the Google Doc, and that'll be it. That'll keep you safe. So now next step is editing in Capcut. So I was using Final Cut Pro for all my editing, and then I've realized how useful Capcut is because of all the pre-built animations and the auto captions. So if you want to try Capcut, it'll be the first link in the description. And once you've downloaded, if you're on Mac, you can go to the App Store, and if you're on Windows, you can also download this. And you want to go and open Capcut, and then it's literally just like a normal video editor, and you want to import, and then the folder that we made earlier of all our B-roll footage, we want to import this, and now we can start generating our video. So first of all, I'm going to add the voiceover because that's obviously got the script, and now I have to sync up the parts of the story with obviously the image that ChatGPT gave me for each section of the story. But first of all, we've got to go in and change the aspect ratio, and then each image we want to then zoom in to the 9:16. And as you can see, this is why we zoomed out the image generation in Midjourney, so we can still get a lot of the characters actually in the photo. And here I'm going to add the next two scenes, and there you got Genghis Khan, and then you got the marriage, and it's literally a case of going through, listening to the script, and then I want to add the next part of my B-roll, and then you want to just change aspect ratio of it, open it up, and so it fits the full screen. Then I'm going to go through and do this for the entire thing, but I'll skip through this, guys, so you don't have to watch this boring bit. Now we've got the baseline of the A-roll. You want to go and cut through all of the pauses within the script itself. So literally just use Command B or Control B and you get the blade tool, and then we want to delete every single pause, and you want to then re-line up the images so it all syncs right and it sounds good. And now you've got the storyline and you've got the basic imagery. It's time to use Capcut's effects and transitions to make this look absolutely sick. So first effect we're going to add, we're going to go into the filters panel and we're going to add the clear filter. Literally just click the plus button, it'll add it to the timeline, and then literally just gonna drag it all the way along the entire timeline, and that's the first effect done. And this literally just adds clarity to the image. Now we're gonna start adding transitions and animations. So for the first intro one, we're gonna do the zoom out animation. Click that and make sure to drag it across the whole length of the clip. And then we're going to move on to the next one. And now between this, we're going to go over to the transitions tab and we're going to click the left one. There's just nice simple transition to flick between the two scenes. There you go, looks very clean. And then for the next scene, we're going to try and add some sort of like image movement. Just gives like a little bit of depth, and this is what they use in Stella Sagas. So I'm going to use the pendulum, and then we're going to use the left transition again from the transitions tab. So let's see that. Yeah, that already looks really good. So then for this one, we're going to go over to the animation panel and click on combo. And I think this distortion one almost gives like a 3D effect. So we're going to click that one, and then we're going to change. We're not going to use the same transition. We're going to do the mix transition. So I'm going to drag that one onto the timeline, and it's just going to duplicate it, but automatically do that for you. Okay, and now I'm literally just going to go through and add the same transitions and animations. And then this is a new one. So this one looks really cool. So go on the pan and brighten, it like zooms in and again gives it like that 3D motion graphic effect. And then we're going to add a pull out animation. There we go, to transition. So it zooms in and then pulls out. Yeah, it looks really good. Into the next one, and then we're going to go through and add literally an animation and transition for every single A-roll footage. And now this is a pretty cool one if you're talking about like war and stuff. You can do this black smoke, and I think it looks quite cool, especially obviously if you're talking about someone that's evil. That's such a sick transition. And that's all literally pre-built, ready in Capcut. And then go through and add that. So now first look at what it looks like. So far looks sick. So now I just need to add the music, the captions, and a little more extra animations, just to make it even better. But I'm really pleased with it so far. So we're going to go over to the effects tab, and I'm going to drag and drop the fire effect for any of the fighting scenes, because again I think this adds to it and sort of adds to the storytelling narrative. And look how sick that looks, that's so good. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm just going to add this to the other fighting scene. There we go. And make sure that the transition starts, and here I can line it up with the smoke, so the fire starts just after the smoke clears, and I think that looks really cool. I'm going to reduce the speed of the flames down a little bit to not draw the eyes, and that looks perfect. And then I'm just going to try out a few different effects, and for your b-roll, try out different effects. I tried an edge glow here to see, because that adds a bit of like luminance to the shot, but I'm not really sure about that. I don't like that one. Let me try this one. There's like a pendulum, so this will like, if you look at the Stella ones, a lot of the time the image is like moving around the screen, but yeah, I'll try and reduce the strength for that one. Let's see what that looks like, although it does distort the face a lot. So should I use that one? Maybe, I'm not sure. Let me just move on, try a different one. Yeah, I always like to add the spark effect. I think that looks really cool. This adds another visual layer to when you're editing and when you're looking at the image. It kind of makes the image look like a video then. And then we'll add an edge glow to this animation, and yeah, it looks good. And then I'm going to go through and I'm literally just going to try out a load of different effects, and whatever works with a b-roll, incorporate that into it. But yeah, some examples are the fire one if you got like a battle scene, the rain if you got like an evil person, sun for looking at someone like beautiful or spectacular, etc. I added a bit of lightning here, which looks absolutely sick. And then I've added an edge glow for the bit when you talk about her daughters and the queen. I definitely think the single lightning strike looks way better than the full screen lightning, so it's definitely worth adding that. And that is literally it. I'm just going to add a small minute effect onto every single shot. So let me look through and see. This is looking sick. Alright, okay, let me just extend some of the animations here. I think the smoke one was a little too fast, and then I'm just going to add some of these by the fireplace animation and over the battle scene. This looks sick. And then I'm going to extend the black smoke, and then look at that, that literally looks like a battle scene, and it's all just obviously pictures. Okay, cool, I'm happy with that. And then the gold sparks at the start. I'm actually going to change the first shot. Yeah, it looks so much better, it stands out. And then because it's the first shot, I'm going to add another effect just to make it stand out more. I'm going to do the smart sharpen, so you literally just drag and drop that on top. And then I'm just going to go over here and play with it a little bit, because I don't like the way that looks at the minute, but I want to make it look like super HD. So okay, let me put them all back to 0. Okay, so that one makes it more sharper. That one doesn't really do a whole lot. I'll put the range about there, and yeah, I'm happy with that. So now let me just show you how close the difference with and without. So with and without, it just adds a lot of like extra lines and makes it look more crisp and HD. Now I just want to center her in the middle, and perfect. Right, so now we've got all our animations and our effects. Time to add our music to this. Okay, so the song that I've got for you guys is actually a banger, so I'm going to drag it onto the timeline and I'm just going to cut it to start from the beginning, and then we're going to listen to it. Honestly, like, I'm so buzzing that I found this song because it suits so well. But I'm just going to go over here, and so quickly I'm just going to reduce the volume of it. I'm going to move it down to -12, and then I'm just going to cut it off the end, and that's literally the song added, and it works really well for this type of music. Then I'm going to go over to text, and to add captions, you literally just click auto captions, create, and this is going to automatically then generate captions, which is great in Capcut, and it's completely free to do. And while it's generating captions, listen to that music. That song's so good. Now for the captions, I'm going to go and I'm going to use the new captions bit on desktop, where you can actually get a single word to pop up, which is actually sick. And then we're going to go over to the text and we're going to change it to comicax. Now this will be in the Google Doc. You can just follow that link to be able to get this exact prompt. Then we're going to go down and we're going to add a shadow, and then I'm going to just add it max opacity, increase the blurriness, and then we're going to make it bigger. I'm going to put it roughly at 20 and then move it to the center exactly like they do. So let's watch this and see what this looks like. So there's a few words that have overlapped, so I'm just going to extend the text box, and now that looks better. Alright, I'm going to make this 18 just so it doesn't have 17. Yeah, 17 looks better, so it doesn't overlap. Honestly guys, this actually looks sick. So now, final touches. So in their videos they add sound effects, and so we're going to try adding a couple sound effects just into the battle scene to exaggerate the storyline. So there's a section where it talks about having his sons-in-laws killed, so we're going to drag and drop the weapon slashing sound effect, and then line it up with when he says about him dying. Okay, widowed. Okay, that lines up perfectly. And now in the captions, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to do the preset style with the white and the black background with the black border, and that looks better. It stands out a bit more. And then we're going to turn shadow on again and double it up, and then move the distance away from the words a little bit like they do, and yeah, that looks way better. It stands out way more as well. I can't wait to show you the final product at the end. Okay, and then for the slash bit, I'm literally just going to do the little animated red cross to crop up on his face, just to add to the fact that this is what the storyline's saying, that he dies. So let's scroll through, and then I found, this perfect red cross, animate it, drag it, drop onto line up when the slash sound effect is, and I'm just going to make it smaller. And I'm going to put it over his head just to literally reinforce the storyline. Dead. And then I'm just going to go over to the animations tab, and I'm just going to do in animation of spring, because it's a fast slash, and then an out animation, exact same thing. And then let me watch that. Yeah, it looks perfect. Sweet. And now I'm just going to add the branding. So I'm just going to drag this. So I'm going to drag it across the whole clip on the timeline. And I'm going to change this to let's just use AI history. Yeah, that'll do. And then we're going to change it to the same font as we got the captions. And I'm going to reduce the opacity so it's pretty much barely visible, but visible enough. And I'm just going to drag it and drop it in the top left corner so it's out of the way. Yeah, there, that'll do. And then let's have a little look.
Genghis Khan's daughters contributed to it. How Genghis Khan.
Sick. Okay, so, and then we're just going to add a little animation in. I'm just going to literally just do the simple fade in animation, and that is done. So now we've literally done everything, and I think it looks sick. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And then it's literally just an export. So I'm just going to export it, click export, and then we're done. Now let's watch the final finished product together and let me know what you think. I think this looks sick.
How Genghis Khan's daughters contributed to his dominance in the East. Genghis Khan's supremacy in the East owed much to his strategic employment of daughter diplomacy. Unlike conventional rulers, he utilized a distinct approach by marrying his daughters to kings of allied territories. This was not without stipulations, as he mandated specific conditions. His daughters' suitors were compelled to forsake their existing wives before being allowed to wed one of Khan's daughters. Moreover, these new sons-in-law were promptly enlisted into military service during the Mongol conflicts, while their wives assumed control over the...
This song is literally a banger, and I'm so glad I spent the extra time to find it for you, so you're welcome, okay? This song absolutely slaps.
...affairs of their husband's realm. Khan's ingenuity lay in ensuring the perilous front lines claimed his sons-in-law's lives by positioning them at the vanguard of his forces. This calculated arrangement secured the eventual inheritance of the deceased husband's dominions by Khan's daughters. In essence, these women ascended as rulers, fortifying the Mongol homeland's defenses, while their father pressed forward with his expansionist agenda. One could reasonably assert that Genghis Khan's triumphs were significantly indebted to the roles assumed by his widowed daughters.
So that is how to recreate the Stella Sagas and the AI historian style videos. I found you guys a catchy banger song that I actually think rivals their really good song. That is it. So for everyone who wanted to see that video, you're welcome. These types of videos are so entertaining to watch, and I really think that they're not utilizing the max potential of earnings from this. So the 2 extra methods that you can monetize using this, I think you can definitely get away with doing some sort of digital or physical print-on-demand product. For like the history geeks who absolutely love this, you could use some of the AI generated images and put them onto t-shirts, mugs, you think of it, and just link this in your pinned comments of your reel. If you're getting tens of millions of views, what are the chances that a couple of those people are going to be super fans, love the AI generated images, and potentially buy your merch? I reckon there's a chance. I reckon there's a 0.01% chance. But when you talk about millions, that could potentially be thousands of dollars missed out. And 2, they've made long form videos, but they haven't been pushing people to go watch them. So if you're not going to sell a product, then push people to go and watch your long form videos, because that's going to earn you more money in the ad revenue program. So you can literally just make like a longer style video like these shorts are, post that on your channel, and then if people enjoy the shorter form videos, they're going to want to watch longer versions, because everyone ends up doing that. And then you can literally just have it in the pinned comments, like this style of video, watch this, and it's the same niche, similar story style, similar topic. Then they're going to go over and you're going to keep people on your channel, getting more views for your channel and more money. So if you guys have enjoyed this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping all the resources that I used to make this video in a Google Drive below, and you'll be able to download Capcut and follow along. I'll see you next week. Your boy's gone skis.
Taste a bag. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I hate when I get up and the bitch asks where you going on the dead lows. Bitch, what is you saying? All that playing hard to get.